Hey guys, welcome back to Sultry Makeup. This is Italia. Today's look is a very sexy black smoky eye, perfect for going out at night or for a special event. I'll be using the Urban Decay Smoked palette for this look. If you don't have this palette, don't worry, I give you some dupes in this video. I'll also be using a few MAC shadows to create this smoky eye, so if you have this palette, go ahead and pull it out and let's get started on this look. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I already did my brows and applied my highlight color, and today I'll be using the Urban Decay Smoked palette, shade called Kinky, which is this one up here. Next thing I'm going to do is take a Sigma E40 blending brush with MAC's Saddle eyeshadow, which looks like this. Take some of that on your brush and put that all over your crease. And with whatever's left on the brush, just blend it up towards your brow highlight color a little bit. So you just want a light wash of this color just to start warming up the brow bone. Then with the MAC 224 blending brush and MAC's Brown Script eyeshadow, which is a little bit darker and a little bit warmer than Saddle, we're going to put that a little bit lower than where we first put down that Saddle color. And you want to start blending it into Saddle. Just like that. You can go back in with the first blending brush that you used, or just wipe off your brush on a towel. Next thing you want to do is take a black gel liner. I'm using MAC's Black Track Fluid Line with a MAC 242 brush. So put that product on the brush, and then we're just going to put this all over the lid. So just like that. And then with whatever is left on your brush, you want to very gently start blending it a little bit higher. And I'm lightening up my pressure on my brush as I'm working the eyeliner up towards my crease. Then right here in the inner corner, I'm barely dabbing the brush on my lid. Then with the Sigma E25 blending brush, or a MAC 217 if you have that, you want to really quickly start blending out the edges of that fluid line. If you leave it to dry just like that, when you apply the black shadow on top, it's going to leave some really harsh edges, which is not what we want for this look. So just like that. Then with a MAC 239 brush, I'm taking Blackout from the Smoked palette, which is this one right here. If you have Carbon by MAC, you can use that, or Sugar Pills Bulletproof. But I absolutely love this black eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It's definitely one of the best ones that I have tried. So that's why I'm using that. And then you want to load up the brush like this. And then make sure you tap off the excess. I already have my foundation on, but I don't have concealer on. That way if I get any fallout, it makes cleanup a lot easier. So you really want to pack on this color. And then again, when we're working towards the inner corner, you want to lightly pat it. You don't want it to be as intense on the inner corner as it is on the rest of the eye. So you can do this in a few layers or so, just working little by little, and make sure you tap off your brush and you're patting the shadow on versus swiping. We don't want to blend here on the lid. So just like that. Then going back with that Sigma E25 blending brush, take a little bit of that Blackout, and now we're going to start blending out the edges of that shadow as well. And you can always go back in with one of the blending brushes with no additional product and just further help blend that black into the warm browns that we initially put down. I'm just using a very light touch, holding the brush almost down to the end so the application is nice and light. So this look requires a lot of layering and a lot of blending. I'm not going to worry about the shape quite yet, simply because I still have work to do on the lower lash line. So just keep looking at it, keep stepping back and see what you need to add or change a little bit. This is definitely not something that you're going to be able to do in 5 minutes. It does require a little bit of work, but it is a really nice look for a night out or for a special event. So I'm going to go back in with that brown script color from MAC and that 224 blending brush, taking a little bit of that shadow and just going around the edges very, very lightly, just to bring back that warmth in the crease. You can always go back in with the brush that you used to apply your highlight color. This is the MAC 249, and just very gently go around the edges to help soften them and blend them in a little bit better too. So that's pretty much it for the top part of the eye. The next part I'm going to do off camera is my concealer and all that stuff, and when I'm done with my concealer I'll come back and show you what I used on my waterline and to line the lower lash line as well. Hey guys, so I went ahead and finished up my eyes. I put my fake lashes on, mascara on the top, and lined them with the Black Shark Fluid Line. You don't really need to. I mainly did it just to help hide the glue and the lash band a little bit better. So for my waterline, I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 Perversion eyeliner. And I'm just going to put that right in the inner rim of the eye. Just like that. And if you close your eye, it'll kind of help transfer it to the top waterline without having too tight line. Tight line doesn't really bother me too much, but if you're someone who is a little bit more sensitive to that, a little trick that you might be able to use. Alright, so now for the bottom lash line, I'm going back in with that brown script from MAC and the Urban Decay Naked 2 brush that comes with the palette. I'm taking the flat shader brush side, and I'm going to run this all along the bottom lash line. And just not putting any here in the inner corner because we're going to be adding a highlight color. And then right out here in the outer edge, you do want to make sure that you kind of connect it to all the happening up here in the top lid. Then with that same brush, I'm taking the black shadow from the palette, and I'm going to put it on top of that warm brown. I'm keeping this black shadow a little bit closer to the lash line than I did when I initially put down that warm crease color down here. And again, make sure you connect it right here in the outer corner. For the inner corners of the eye, I'm taking MAC's Floof eyeshadow, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite colors to use in the inner tear duct. So this is a MAC 219 pencil brush, but just any little brush will work for this. And then just make sure you kind of really pack it on. And then with whatever's left on your brush, you can kind of just blend it out a little bit. And as you can see, it really helps brighten up the eyes. So I'm just going to finish up the look by adding some mascara to my bottom lashes. And today I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready 3D Volume Waterproof in black. So I'm going to finish up with that, and then I'll come back and show you how I finished up my cheeks and my lips. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. Let me go over the products that I used for my cheeks and my lips. So to highlight my cheeks today, I used my Mary Lou Manizer from theBalm, and I showed this to you guys in a recent haul. I absolutely love it. A little bit goes a long way though, so just be sure to be very light-handed with it. For blush, I used the Bahama Mama blush, which looks like that, and this has a lot of gold shimmer in it, so again, be very light-handed with it. And for bronzer / contour, I used the Bahama Mama bronzer, and I absolutely love this. It's definitely made it to my favorite. It definitely knocked my MAC Refined Golden bronzer out of the water, so I absolutely love it. For my lips today, I decided to go with kind of like a light baby pink. You could use something like MAC's Angel or Cream Cup if you like. I don't have any of those lipsticks, so I used what I have, and unfortunately these are all limited edition products, but you can definitely find dupes for these either in the drugstore or at MAC if that's what you're looking for. So for lip liner, I used Life's a Breeze lip pencil. So this is a heavy swatch, but I just used it lightly to create a nice base for the lipstick. The lipstick is called Lazy Day. It's a luster lipstick. Looks like that. And it's very similar to MAC's Angel lipstick. So if you're looking for a color like the one that I'm wearing now, Angel would be a good dupe for that. And for lip gloss, I'm using the Easy Lounger Gloss. Doesn't have a whole lot of color to it. It's more on the sheer side, but it has a really nice like multicolored shimmer in it. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the look. Leave any questions or comments below, and I'll see you next time.